Lane 1, pace. Lanes 2 and 7 starts. Lane 1, pace. Lanes 2 and 7 starts. 4, 5, 8, continuous swim. Jeremy? Is it the top 8 or top 16?
For relays, top 8.
Top 8? Top 8.
Nice.
That was on TV. Timers meeting in 5 minutes. Timers meeting in 5 minutes. Please make your way over to the front entrance. Their meeting will be right outside the front entrance. Timers, please make your way to the front entrance.
In the program. If you look here, let me see it. And this is your 3rd year with us. You've done all 3 years, right?
3rd year, yes.
This is your 3rd year of the meet.
Swimmers in the 200 medley relays, the top 8, please make your way over to the awards area. Swimmers of the 200 medley relays from this morning, the top 8, please make your way over to the awards area. Thank you. And again, the swimmers of the 200 medley relays, the top 8 for the boys and girls, 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. Please make your way over to the awards area to get lined up. Top 8. Lane 3, one-way starts. Lane 3, lane 2, 3 and 7, one-way starts. Lanes 2, 3 and 7, one-way starts. One, two. Swimmers in the 200 medley relays, top 8. Come on over to the awards area, please, so we can get you lined up. Swimmers in the 200-yard medley relays, top 8. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and rise for the singing of our national anthem, brought to us by Melanie Struve.
Welcome to the 2018 NCSA Age Group Championships. We'll start with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, swimming friends and fans, that was Melanie Struve from
Thank
the
you,
Academy
Melanie.
Bullets, one of the moms here, all the way down from Illinois. And speaking of the Bullets, I want to welcome my broadcast partner for at least the first part of the evening tonight. I am Sid Cassidy, back again, happy to do the webcast. We're going to do some awards here with Action Jackson, but I have to my right the founder and the owner of the Academy Bullets, our meet director, Mr. Bill Shawls.
Hey Sid, great to be with you tonight. I'm really excited to watch these finals tonight. We're going to have some great races, and just looking forward to, we've got a big meet this year, so it's an exciting morning, and looking forward to it tonight.
Well, we want to hear all about it, Bill. We're going to turn these awards over to our PA man, Mr. Action Jackson, and then we'll pick up as soon as the relay awards are finished.
4 seconds. New record. The team of Abby Carr, Joyce Wu, Catherine Blake, and Tia Thomas, Rockville, Montgomery. Now making their way to the platform, event 26, the boys 13-14, 200-yard medley relay. In 8th place, Long Island Aquatic. 7th place, Annapolis Swim Club. 6th place, St. Charles. 5th place, Nova of Virginia. 4th place, Mid-Wisconsin Wave Makers. 3rd place, Rockville Montgomery. 2nd place, Oakland Live. And in 1st place for the boys, 13-14, 200-yard medley relay with a time of 1 minute, 40.33 seconds. New record! Academy Bullets. And now coming to the platform, The girls 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay. In 8th place, St. Charles. 7th place, Arlington Aquatic. 6th place, Jersey Wahoos. 5th place, Academy Bullets. 4th place, St. Andrews Aquatics. 3rd place, West Swim Club. 2nd place, Rockville Montgomery. And in 1st place for the girls, 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay with a time of 1 minute, 52.24 seconds. New record! The team of Kaylee Simmons, Bridget Yee, Praise Adogby, and Madison Connor, Long Island Aquatic. And our final relay presentation, the boys 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay. In 8th place, Jersey Wahoos. 7th place, Maverick Swim Club. 6th place, West Swim Club. 5th place, Rockville Montgomery, Team B. 4th place, Long Island Aquatic. 3rd place, Academy Bullets. 2nd place, Nova, Virginia. And in 1st place for the boys, 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay with a time of 1 minute, 49.64 seconds. New record! The team of James Case, Harrison Quash, Leah Rooney, and Evan Marzowski. Rockville, Montgomery.
Well, welcome back, friends. As I was saying before, I've got Bill Shawls with me here. He is actually the owner and founder of not only his club, but I would say kind of the founder of this age group meet. This is our 3rd time the National Club Swimming Association has put together an age group championship here in Orlando, Florida. And as you're looking out at that beautiful pool, it's the Central Florida YMCA, affectionately known as the I Drive Y. And Bill, how did you get the idea? What's the genesis for this meet?
Well, the NCSA, we've had a lot of success with the junior meet, and one of the great things about the NCSA is all of the stuff that we do giving back to our athletes. We're taking a big group to Ireland, which we'll talk about a little bit later, and wanted to offer that same experience to the younger kids.
Awesome. As we said, we're sitting up here with Action Jackson. He's introducing our final 8 swimmers of our first event of the evening, which is the 400-yard, oh, I'm sorry, we're starting off, we are starting off with event number 3. And that is the girls 100-yard freestyle. Swimming in the C final, and the way we work it here, there's 3 finals every night for the 2 age groups, 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. So the 13 and 14s have the 3rd heat, the C final. It's only lower age, so 13-year-olds in this case. And we have 8 young ladies, all age 13, who swam the 100 free this morning. You'll see them now on your screen. They're kind of standing there, getting a little stretch, getting ready. From lanes 1 through 8, 1 being closest to you, we are going to have Kylie Simo, Kiara Kennedy, Isabella Lajewski. In lane 4, Aurelie Walker. Kavan Gormson's in lane 5. Carrie Caniglia is in 6. Olivia Yu is in 7. And Brooke Haig is in lane 8. And as I said, these girls must be in the bottom of their age group to advance. These would be finishing out of the top 16. So Bill, I know we're tweaking this, and you know, our board feels very strongly we want to recognize all the swimmers and get the best swimmers. How do you qualify for this meet if you're 13 or you're 14? What goes into it?
Well, we actually have 2 sets of qualifying standards. We have the qualifying standard for the 14-year-olds is a USA Swimming, basically a AAA qualifying time. And for the 13-year-olds and lower half age group kids, we use a AA standard. And that way we don't have kids, this meet dominated by top half age group kids. It gives the younger kids some consistency coming through. And by having the C final full of, filled with a lower age group kids, gives those kids a chance to experience the final. Next year, when they get to the top of their age group, they're going to have to compete for the top 16. But it's just an opportunity to keep some consistency, so we're not constantly just swimming the top half of the age group.
We love it. We love it. I guess we are going to be ready to start, and we are in a position where Action Jackson is going to be taking over and introducing his to the PA system. Now what we're going to do, you'll hear him in the background for the B and the C finals. And it gets kind of loud in here, it gets a little crazy. We will also yield to Action for the A finals so you can hear him, but the 13-year-olds that we've introduced, you'll see him now standing behind the blocks. And Bill, one of the things that the NCSA does here at this meet is you allow the very best 13-year-olds to not swim against only their age group. For instance, our top qualifier tonight in the 100 freestyle is a 13-year-old, and she's only 1/10 off the 13 and 14 record. But if she was in this heat, she'd be almost 3 full seconds faster than everybody in the heat. So I think you've done a really good thing by not limiting it to single age group only, but trying to find a marriage between what works best for age groupers, because we all know as coaches, kids develop at different levels, and certainly in your years, you've seen a 13-year-old who is more mature than another, able to race, and in this case, the first heat will be all lower age. This will be all 13.
Oh, absolutely. And when you have a swimmer, a 13-year-old like an Aaron Gemmel, who's just an awesome swimmer, and like you said, has an opportunity to break the 13-14 record, I think it's better for her, and I think it's better for everybody in this final to have, in that A final, to have someone like her in there, and not to separate it by single age. As you said, the development between an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old, a 13, just 13-year-olds in general can be pretty massive. I've had 6-foot-tall 13-year-olds, and I've had 4'8" 13-year-olds. So it's so wide-ranging. So we protect the 13-year-olds and the 11-year-olds with the C final, but we get the best racing out of our A and B finals.
Okay, well, we want to give a shout-out to our friends at Take It Live TV. These guys are here for their second week in a row. As Bill stated earlier, you can see they've put up the list there of the first heat, heat number 1. This will be 100 yards freestyle, 4 lengths of the pool. And what these cameramen and audio folks have done for us is make it possible so that grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, people all around the country, all around the world. I know a guy watching tonight in Australia. Well, I guess it's tomorrow in Australia.
But you're right, Take It Live. They do a phenomenal job. The video quality is amazing, and these guys just do a great job. We're going to turn it over now for the start of the C final.
And as they enter the water, Bill, you've coached certainly a lot of elite. What do you tell them in 100 freestyle?
Well, you have to be a little bit careful that you don't go totally crazy at the beginning of the race, the first 25. You do want to build a little bit, but you definitely want to be at full speed by the time you hit that first wall. Well,
the fastest young lady this morning out of these 8 was Aurelie Walker. She's from the Long Island Aquatic Club, and she's first out at the 50 with a 25.48. She's in the center of your pool. Lane 1 is closest at the bottom, and the top of your screen is lane 8.
She looks really controlled right now. It looks like she had some easy speed going out and is maintaining her lead on the entire field.
Well, I know Wake Aquatics, they're a new team down here from Birmingham. They have a phenomenal following, and she does touch first. Walker's time, 53.21, almost a full second drop.
That's a great drop from this morning. What a huge swim.
So our next group, and all of these young ladies will score points for their team, which is great. You know, we have 24 people swimming at night, and there's a big team race that goes on here. Everybody gets involved. The B final, again, will include the swimmers who this morning finished between places 9th and 16th. And they'll be coming up. You'll see their names right now on the list. Sophia Todd in 1, Maren Konzi in 2, Allison Fenske in 3, Lydia Palmer 4, Paige McKenna 5, 6 is Lillian Deveraux, Peyton Meyer in 7, and lane 8, Dana Whitty.
Tenths of a second separates the entire field, so this should be a pretty tight race.
Pretty impressive. A couple, three Jersey Wahoos in here. Lydia Palmer in the center of your pool was the fastest this morning with a 53.37. But you're right, Bill. Sometimes it might be better to be on the outside.
Absolutely.
You see a high kick, good stroke count. Looks like first at the 50 is lane 5, Paige McKenna from Nation's Capital. She's 25.42. Outside smoke, maybe. We see Dana, lane 8. There's a few coming. This third turn so critical.
Yeah, the field really bunched up on that third 25. Paige McKenna looks like speed.
Oh yeah, it's anybody's car. And Allison Fenske, Jersey Wahoos, 52.70. She is 4/100ths ahead of Paige. There's your times. Pretty impressive.
Great second 50 for Allison. Had the fastest second 50 in the field and really dominated the last 25.
So now we have one heat left, and the meet record in this event is a 51.67, speaking of Jersey Wahoos, and that was done last year by Aaron Kavanaugh. And you're going to see, there's a list of the names of the swimmers marching out. They'll actually come out in reverse order, so you'll see Nisa, then Tia leading the way. And we'll turn it over to Jackson.
Swimming in lane 1 with St. Andrews, Emily Churchman. Lane 2 with Tulsa Aquatic, Lauren Malinowski. Lane 3 with Long Island Aquatic, Joni Cash. Lane 5 with Nova of Virginia, Margaret Eckerly. Lane 6 with Jersey Wahoos, Ann Bean. Lane 7 with Rockville Montgomery, Tia Thomas. Lane 8 with Nation's Capital, Lisa Ellis. And your top seed in lane 4 with Nation's Capital, Aaron Gimel.
You know, Bill, I have a couple sentimental favorites in this heat. Of course, Emily Trishman swims for us down at St. Andrews and Boca Raton. One of the few Florida teams here coming right off our Junior Olympics. But lane 4, the fastest qualifier, Erin Gemmel. You'll see her explode out. Her dad, Bruce Gemmel, many-time coach of the year. He's coached Katie Ledecky. But I think his wife is the one who gave Erin all the real swimming sprint genes, because Barb Harris was a swimmer for me, and I know she was fast. She swam at Northwestern All-American, and her daughter Erin is certainly pushing out to the lead at the halfway mark. 24.35, a tenth ahead of Joni Cash from Long Island, right to her right in lane 3.
Yeah, Joni Cash has a great first 50. She's right with Erin right now. Although Erin appears to be taking control of this heat on the second half.
Well, you can tell she's a little bit smaller, maybe younger. She popped right up off that turn, but man, what a turnover. And she's
Joni Cash closing. This is a great finish.
And it is a tie. 50.90. What a great finish for Joni Cash. There's the girls, her second 50. She came back in a 26.43.
That is a meet record for both the girls, beating the meet record by a half a second. Great second, great closing speed the last 25 for Joni Cash.
And that's fitting. The new record, they'll have to put 2 names up there, Bill.
What a great way. So what a great way to start the A finals tonight.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to move right into the boys. This is going to be the C heat, so the 13-year-old boys. You'll see their names will pop up shortly. It'll be Riley Austin, Tyson Tucci, Alvin Say, Jason Hernandez Fuentes, Giovanni Linshear, Matthew Beeler, Alexander Schreck, Ian Donahue. Giovanni Linshear, City of Richardson out in Texas. Boy, that looks like that great Brazilian name. Wasn't there one on the Olympic? You think this is lineage? Is this a legacy? We'll see some names tonight.
We may see some names pop up tonight.
At any rate, the 13-year-old boys, Jason was your fastest this morning with a 50.58. They've got to be thinking, I want that 49. I want to be 49.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to be under 50 as a 13-year-old, you better put it all together. But Jason looks like in the center of the pool, he's out for it.
He is out for it.
23.71 for your leader.
If he can hang on, I think we'll see him go under 50, and he's going to have some company, too.
And these guys are young. They pop up pretty quick. Some of them have certainly already mastered some streamlining and some underwater technique that we saw the older guys do last week. But at the finish, it is Jason, and he goes 49.56. We got a couple of guys under. Giovanni made it under as well. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Congratulating each other.
And you mentioned the dolphin kicking in the A final. Aubin Nugent from Oakland is an outstanding dolphin kicker. So I think we're going to see a great example of that later on.
Well, before we get there, we've got the swimmers that finished 9th through 16th, and there they are on your screen. Jackson, Ethan, Ryan, Connor, Alexi, Andrew, McGrath, and Christopher. These guys were spread out by about a second. 49.57 was the fastest time for Connor Smith in the center of the pool. I see these fins on the back of the blocks. These guys putting their feet back, getting more like a track start these days.
Absolutely, it's a big advantage now, and it allows the swimmers to really get a much better push with that back foot, get the body out over the water as they're driving the front leg.
Wow, look at St. Charles, Alexei Filipovic take it out, man. He's 22.80 on his feet. Yeah, man, he wishes he went that this morning. He was only 49.9. He's going to crush that if he gets home with anything here.
Yeah, he looks very, very strong. Still hanging in there. Looking at Andrew Eliason outside. Looked like he was starting to make a move, but Alexei is just pulling away from this field.
Alexei touches 47.73, over 2 seconds faster. Maybe he didn't have his fast suit on this morning. I tell you what, man, that is a great swim. So now we are looking at everybody's times there, and hear the music. We're going to let Action Jackson introduce the A final.
Swimming in lane 1 with an Annapolis Swim Club, Joe Hayburn. Lane 2 with Nation's Capital, David Fitch. Lane 3 with Webster Swim, Michael Emilio. Lane 5 with Oilers, Auburn Nugent. Lane 6 with Oilers, Michael Cooper. Lane 7 with Highland Park, Toby Obachi. Lane 8 with Annapolis Swim Club, Ethan Donna. And in lane 4, your top seed from mid-Wisconsin, William Hand.
Okay, thank you, Jackson. Here we go. 47.86 was the fastest time from the mid-Wisconsin Wavemakers. 13-year-old again, William Hayon in lane 4. in the dark cap in the center. Again, another 13-year-old. I really think it's a credit to see him race the guys he should be racing. And he is first at the 25. I'm not that familiar with the wave makers out of mid-Wisconsin, but tell you what, William is doing just that, making some waves.
Yes, they've had some good swimmers come to this meet. They've been coming to this meet for a few years, and they had some good swimmers coming through. We're watching the two Ole boys, Michael Cooper and Alvin Nugent, coming up along the outside. But Williams seems to have this race in hand.
Michael Cooper in lane 6. That's Coops.
That's Coops.
That's our treasurer from the boy. He's come. He had a great meet last year. Great meet the year before. But it is going to be William Hayon from Wisconsin. He posts a 47.04. You can see there's everyone's times. Coops snuck out the third. He gets the bronze. He goes a 47.7. I don't think he's ever been under 48.
No, they have not. And those two Ole guys really pushed William. They were both under his time from the morning. So got some more fast swimming tonight. And we'll see some more of these guys later on.
Well, that's good. A great swim for William and for Minnie Coop and for all the guys in there. But we're going to move on to event number 5, which is the 11 and 12 girls 50-yard freestyle. You'll see the girls that are 11 earned a spot to swim tonight. Trista, Kayla, Brooke, Hannah, Elizabeth, Ella, Laura, and Brooke again. Did we get, we skipped over the record. Did we even talk about the record for the boys, Bill? Alexi had held that record with a 47.48. So we have been 2 events and 2 meet records. This meet record is held by Aaron Gemmel, 52.93. That's going to be a challenge for anyone. But in this 11-year-old heat, the fastest time this morning was 57.41 from Rockville, Montgomery's Hannah Carr. But going out first tonight in lane 3, that's Brooke Monique from Chicago Wolfpack. Love seeing the Wolfpack in the lead. Big night for the NC State Wolfpack builder, defending their 800 free title in a few minutes, or I guess up there in Minnesota. But this Wolfpack, Brooke is really, now here comes Hannah. Oh man, it's going to be a great finish.
And Ella Kleiss also in lane 6 moving up.
All 3 girls at the touch. Brooke takes 55.98, 56.15 for Hannah, and Ella goes 56.26. That was a great race. All 3 girls, 11 years old, and they're popping those times.
And a lot of these kids, I know the Illinois swimmers, but a lot of these swimmers are coming off their age group state championships just this last weekend, so they finished up on Sunday and then hopped on an airplane on Monday or Tuesday to get right back into it. So.
That's impressive. That's what we did down in Florida, in Gold Coast. And as a matter of fact, we'll see in a couple heats our top seed. But here is the B finals. You'll see their names right in front of you: Gianna, Annie, Natalie, Alina, Ava, Emily, Kelsey, and Kelechi. These young ladies were led with a 56.17. Machine Aquatics' Alina Stunkas in the center of the pool. She's in lane 4.
Top 3 qualifiers, all within a couple hundredths of each other this morning.
Yeah, that's impressive. So those 3 girls, you can't even stop your stopwatch on 3 100s.
Not unless you cheat.
Okay, so all of these girls are looking at 56. As you know, 55 looks so much better. They're probably big Sammy Hagar fans. They like that I can't drive 50. They don't remember when the speed limit, they weren't even close to being born. But in lane 5, Ava Wolf. She is leading with a 26.27. She's from the Rockwood Swim Club. And that's in the Ozarks.
Yep.
We have them from all over. You know, last week, Bill, the NCSA drew them from all the West Coast, Midwest, Texas, of course, all over New England and Chicago and Illinois, Ohio. But look at this finish. Oh my gosh, 4 girls. Who wants it? It is going to be Ava Wolf. 55.34, and 5 girls get under.
Yep.
Look at all those 55s. There you go. Unbelievable. 4 new best times. So that's going to bring us to the A final. Action Jackson will introduce them. They're coming walking down here. Oh, and the lead swimmer gets to pick their music. I know that because this is Dallas.
Swimming in lane 1 with Rockville.
And our girl picked it.
Amy Quinn, lane 2 with West Swim Club. Katarina Schneider. Lane 3 with Rockville Montgomery, Sarah Eliason. Lane 5 with Machine Aquatics, Hannah Charters. Lane 6 with State Line Aquatic, Gracie Colvin. Lane 7 with Arlington Aquatic, Katherine Hughes. Lane 8 with St. Andrews, Aaron Miller. And your top seed in lane 4 with St. Andrews, Aspen Gersper.
You know, the lead swimmer there, Bill, one of ours, 54.11 this morning, Aspen Gersper, spent 9 months completely out of the pool with a broken neck this year. And she is on a comeback tear. She's got her teammate out in lane 8, Aaron Miller. This morning, she was the fastest one here. And like you said, we drove up yesterday. They had 1 day off Monday. And boom, she is being challenged right away by Machine Aquatics, Hannah Charters. Again, the record, Aaron Gemmel went 52.93 last year. That's over a second faster than anyone went this morning. Hannah Charters out first with a 25.76, 9/100ths ahead of Gersper.
Gersper turns first up the third wall.
A nice turn there for Aspen. She seems to be dominating this fourth length. It looks like she's going to touch the wall first in a 53.49. Very fine time to get the gold. Sarah Eliason from Rockville second with a 54.27. That's a great swim. Fighting off a couple challenges there. We like to see the young ones come through. So now we move on to the final 100 freestyle event. This one for the 11 and 12 boys. So the 11-year-old boys in the C final, you'll see their names pop up. Charles, Nathan, Tyler, Jeffrey, Eric, Max, Wesley, and Graham.
Well, after that last heat, I would say Aspen is fully recovered from her neck injury. She looked really, really strong there.
She went 52.4 last week at JO's.
Okay, she looked really good.
Believe me, she's fighting a cold. She's a little ticked off. She's not happy with that time. But we're happy that she's here. You know, it's a great sport, and that's one thing too. Like, it's a different perspective. When you have a challenge like that and you go through adversity, you learn so much. And for an 11 or 12-year-old young swimmer to do that, I can promise you, you never want to see him get hurt, but in the long run, she's going to be stronger because of that.
Oh, absolutely. My own daughter had a spinal cord injury. One of the first things she did was got into the water to start to help her with the rehab. So.
And speaking of strong, look at Eric Lambert out with a 26.25. Is that, am I? Oh, no, it's. We're looking. That's Calix McCormick, right? We're in the.
No, Eric.
I'm sorry, I'm right. Okay, good. I hope you're helping me out. Or was that Max? Eric, it is. Nova.
Yeah, Eric
you
Lambert,
got it?
yep.
Okay. He's
Eric
got the
Lambert
red
is
Nova
dominant.
cap on. He's way ahead of these 11-year-olds.
Getting a little tight right now, but Tyler from Rockville Montgomery is closing the field, but he's not going to have enough space.
55.59 for your winner, Eric Lambert of Nova, and Tyler Copestick from Rockville with a 55.98. Couple of guys under that 56 number. The record here is 50.12. That's Lance Goddard from the Empire Swim Club. As we look at the B finalists, 9th through 16 places this morning.
Don't be afraid to use the speaker.
Miguel, Kevin, Noah,
Into the thing.
Daniel, Devin, Calix, Ryan, and Code. That's your boy there, Code. How do you get a name like Code?
Good Irish kid.
Is it code for something? Is that a Code? Podgorski. Well, Of course, the Ireland trip, one of the big things the NCSA does once each quad, in about 10 days, they'll be heading over to Dublin. Now, these boys are heading into the water for 100 yards of torrid freestyle. The fastest guy was 55.12, Daniel Wine, this morning from the West Swim Club.
And he's out first right now, getting a strong first 25.
So he's in lane 4, very close to him. On his left in lane 3 is Noah Dreyer, but Daniel does turn first with a 25.62. You can see his nice big kick up. You tell him to keep that kick up nice and high, Bill. How do you like that when you're coaching it?
We do, especially on the second half. You got to be a little bit careful that kick's too big on the front half and that it drains you, but that doesn't seem to be the case for Daniel, as he in P2 is dominating this heat. A real battle between Noah and Devin for second.
Wow.
And Noah Dyer does touch out.
Look at those times, 54.04. He wanted to get under 55. He almost got under 54. There's a nice group of young swimmers posting some great times. I know some high schools that like to have those stuff. So here comes the championship final.
Second separates the top two swimmers, so this should be a really exciting race. 8:10 separates the entire field. So
the fastest this morning was Fletcher Bouts from Rockville. He went 54.08, 54.09. Eduardo Santana in lane 5. Man, these guys have some.
Sherman 54.2. They're all right there. It's going to be.
They got some spring in those legs. It looks like lane 7, which is Liam Rooney. Talking about your Irish guys, Rockville, he was out pretty quick. Yep. He is moving along, but now the field closes in lane 6, lane 5.
Lane 1, Jacob German too coming up.
It is Rooney with a 25.60. Ben Davis right behind him, and Eduardo Santana right behind him. 7.65 at the halfway mark. Rooney in 7, Davis in 6. Top of the screen, but here comes the field. Rooney doesn't want to let up. He wants that gold medal coming into the finish. It is Ben Davis. Thank you, Ben Davis. Wow, Davis from the Great Lakes Sailfish. What a good finish. What a good finish. 52.92. That's great. Yep. Ben Davis all the way. Santana finishes right next to him. And we will be headed to some awards, I believe.
It was interesting that the entire heat went faster, and you see these kind of time drops in finals, I think shows how excited these kids are to be swimming for those gold medals.
Well, it was a little bit unseasonably cold here this morning.
It was. Not as cold as last week, but still 50 degrees. You come to Florida, it's not necessarily what you expect. These northern kids think it's going to be suntans and Ray-Bans.
And we'll give Action the awards.
17th, Ollie Walker. Now up on the platform in 16th place, Peyton Meyer. 15th, Maren Conzi. 14th, Dana Witt. 13th, Sophia Todd. 12th, Lydia Palmer. 11th, Lillian Deveraux. 10th, Paige McKenna. And in 9th place, Allison Finska. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Emily Trishman. 7th place, Nisa Ellis. 6th place, Ann Bean. 5th place, Lauren Melanowski. 4th place, Tia Thomas. 3rd place, Margaret Ackerley. And tied for 1st place with a time of 50.9 seconds. New record! Nation's capital, Erin Gibble and Long Island Aquatic, Jody Cash.
We're looking at the championship final of the girls 100 free 13.
And now the presentation of the boys 13-14 100-yard freestyle. In 24th place, Alexander Streck. 23rd, Ian Donahue. 22nd, Riley Austin. 21st, Matthew Beeler. 20th, Tyson Tucci. 19th, Alvin Tsai. 18th, Giovanni Lischer. 17th, Jason Hernandez Fuentes. 16th place, Ethan Cito. 15th, Ryan Schrebar. 14th, Christopher Richardson. 13th, Jackson Blythe. 12th, McGrath Marsh. 11th, Connor Smith. 10th, Andrew Eliason. 9th, Alec Filipovic.
That way, if we go in the oven, we're going to hear the paper of that.
And your top 8. 8th place, Toby Abachi. 7th, Ethan Downer. 6th, Michael D'Amelio. 5th, Joe Haber. 4th, David Finch. 3rd, Michael Cooper. 2nd, Aubin Nugent. And your first place for the boys 13-14 100 freestyle with a time of 47.04 seconds. New record for Mid-Wisconsin Wave Makers, William Hayan.
And we are back.
Now the presentation of awards for event 5, the girls 11 and 12, 100-yard freestyle. In 24th place, Kayla Wagner. 23rd, Trista Harner. 22nd, Brooke Armstrong. 21st, Elizabeth Euler. 20th, Laura Manley. 19th, Ella Kleiss. 18th, Hannah Carr. 17th, Brooke Manecki. Sixteenth place, Kalechi Aljako. 15th, Gianna Capello. 14th, Kelsey Miller. 14th, Emily Despacero. 12th, Elena Sakas. 11th, Natalie DiProspero. 10th, Annie Liu. 9th, Ava Wolf. And your top 8 for the girls 11 and 12, 100 freestyle. In 8th place, Erin Miller. 7th, Amy Quinn. 6th, Katherine Hughes. 5th, Katarina Schneider. 4th, Gracie Colvin. 3rd, Hannah Charters. 2nd, Sarah Eliason. And in first place for the girls 11 and 12, 100-yard freestyle with a time of 53.49 seconds, St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersper. Now coming up on the platform, event 6. The boys 11 and 12, 100-yard freestyle. In 24th place, Charles Greenwood. 23rd, Graham Tower. 22nd, Wesley Lee. 21st, Max Gerke. 20th, Nathan Buckman. 19th, Jeffrey Ho. 18th, Tyler Kopstick. 17th, Eric Lambert. 16th, Calix McCormick. 15th, Miguel Venegas. 14th, Cody Pogorski. 13th, Kevin Obachi. 12th, Ryan Burke. Tied for 10th place, Noah Dyer and Devin Dilger. 9th place, Daniel Wang. And your top 8, 8th place, Craig Bowman. 7th, Jacob German. 6th, Liam Rooney. 5th, Isaac Sherman. 4th, Ethan McMillan. 3rd, Fletcher Bouts. 2nd, Eduardo Santana. And in first place for the boys, 11 and 12, 100 freestyle with a time of 52.92 seconds with Great Lakes Sailfish Swimming, Ben Davis.
And now we are back. Some great awards there, very happy to have. You'll see there's a start list for the girls 100 back. Carissa, Kiara, Sophie, Lillian, Calvin, Emma, Nisa, and Grace. I know a couple of these girls are back for their second event already. This is the 100-yard backstroke, so you'll see the swimmers step into the pool. And these are all of the best 13-year-olds that did not get into that top 16 with some fine times. 1:00.20 for Lillian Deveraux, 13-year-old out of Jersey Wahoo, in lane 4 in the center. That's her with the yellow cap. Now with a 1:00, Bill, you know that their goal has to be to get under, get that 59. What is necessary for these young ladies to be successful in this race?
You just got to drive the legs at the end of the race. Keep your feet up on the surface. The tendency is when you get tired, is for those legs to drop, the hands to slow down a little bit. So it's just keeping it fast, keeping up on top of the water into the finish.
Well, you have Sophie Elliott in lane 3, but out in lane 7 going first turn was Nisa Ellis. She's from Nation's Capital. She's 29.20, and there's a number of girls right at 29. And in this race more than others, is it easier to pretty much even split, that is second 50 as fast?
I think so. You don't get the true benefit of the forward start. And while we've got you see some great backstroke starts, especially younger kids, they have a hard time getting their hips up out of the water. So
look how close that is. Oh, almost anyone's game.
wow.
And at the touch, it is Lillian Deveraux, the Wahoo 10067. She came home in a 30.6, so a good swim for all the young ladies to come back at night. And we move to the B heat. Lane 1, Erin Gemmel's back. Look, she's a 59.85. She's one of the fastest backstrokers. You got Erin, Anna, Francesca, Megan, Alexandra, two Alexandras, Marin and Lucy. Alexandra Wagner and Alexandra Dix. Alexandra Wagner from the Wahoos, and Alexandra Dix is from Nation's Capital. And it was Megan Mahalik this morning from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Oh, I know that team. I know their head coach, Todd Clark. Matter of fact, he's like a brother to me. Oh, he's my brother-in-law. Anyway, his swimmer there, Megan, she is 59.28 this morning as the top seed. But there are plenty of young ladies looking to challenge here. Turning first, lane 2 is Anna Whalen. She's a 28.50. She's from Stafford Aquatics up in Virginia.
Well, like you said, it's a tight race. There are 4 girls within 0.15 of a second of each other at the turn. As we watch Megan Mahalik turn first at the third wall.
Well, one thing I know the Lake Erie Silver Dolphins are famous for is finishing. I remember Erica Rose finishing a few marathons. But look in lane 8, that's Lucy Reber outside, maybe outside smoke. She brought the heat from the heat, 59.21, first place all the way out there in lane 8 from the Hudson Explorer Aquatics. And she was the only one who hadn't been under a minute. And she got her 59 tonight. Pretty exciting stuff. So here comes the 8 finalists. They're smiling on the way out.
It's going to be another tight finish.
Swimming in lane 1 with Nation's Capital, Eleanor Sun. Lane 2 with Rockville Montgomery, Catherine Blake. Lane 3 with Jersey Wahoos, Madeline Wagner. Lane 5 with Rockville Montgomery, Abby Carr. Lane 6 with Nation's Capital, Peyton Meyer. Lane 7 with Academy Bullets, Sarah Limbu. Lane 8 with Long Island Aquatic, Tess Howley. And your top seed in lane 4 with the Jersey Wahoos,
Bit of an interesting matchup here. We've got Ann Beam as the #1 seed, but Abby Carr is the event record holder sitting next to her in lane 5.
55.43 Abby went last year, Rockville Montgomery, and she's, as you said, in lane 5. Wahoo's again on the hot seat. Lane 4 is Ann, and in lane 3 you got Madeline Wagner. Those are your 3 fastest girls this morning. But a couple of girls at 56. I'm looking for that race between 4 and 5. But you're right, Abby Carr, maybe she was just kind of, getting used to the pole this morning. She certainly has extended herself with a great underwater.
She was out in 27.3 this morning. She's going to be faster than that a little bit.
27.05 for Abby Carr.
Great job with those underwater dolphins because it's such an important aspect of swimming now.
And it's very important that they get the streamline in the underwaters, especially as they move up to the next level. But Abby Carr is not waiting until she's
not.
She is off and running. This is her race. 55.71, just off her record from last year. Second place there. You see Ann did get the silver, a very fine 56.41 as well. Good times for all those young ladies.
Yeah, Abby finished that race a full second faster this morning, so I think she was holding back a little bit, probably shut it down this morning.
Well, they'll give way. There's a good picture of our champion. You can see her there. Maybe not thrilled. She's like, I wanted that record, but you got plenty of races this weekend, young lady. Don't worry. Here we go, 13 and 14 boys. The 13-year-olds actually, you'll see them there, Kim Long, Thomas, Matthew, Riley, William, Anthony, Gregory, and Michael. Gregory won another one of our St. Andrews. And last year I had Quinn Cassidy, my son, who's a commentator up here with us. Well, this year, he's the head age group coach for St. Andrews Aquatics. And one of his swimmers out in lane 7, Gregory Nordheim. Oh, Greg with a big start, but you know, I coached all 3 of the Nordheim boys, his dad and his 2 brothers at University of Tampa, and this one's definitely better than all 3 of those guys, I tell you. This morning, the fastest guy in this heat was Riley Austin from Sterling Stingrays up in Illinois. His time was a 56.87, and it's anybody's heat right now. Who wants it the most? In lane 3, Beeler, Matthew Beeler, Long Island, 27.40 has the lead at the 50. Beeler in the white cap, you'll see him 3 up from the bottom of your screen. He continues to hold that lead at the 75.
Beeler was a late scratch into this event, so he's absolutely making the most of this opportunity.
Not too shabby, touches first with a 56.04. Not bad for a guy coming in last minute.
I think he literally found out about 2 hours ago that he was swimming in this final, so definitely took the most out of that. With second and a half drop, a huge swim.
Gotta like that. So as the 13-year-old boys step out, the consolation finalists step in: Jacqueline, Toby, Jack, Alexi, Christopher, Gavin, Andrew, and Jeff. You see them there on your screen, or at least you see their names from our Take It Live crew. There we go. Now they have, you'll see these guys pulling down these little wedge blocks that they can put their feet on. This is a new development in backstroke starting. And a lot of people see it go back to Elizabeth Beisel's big slip at the World Championships. But it does make for an exciting start, and I think a little bit more fair. Great start over there in lane number 4. The fastest swimmer this morning was Alexei Filipovic from St. Charles. We've already seen him race tonight. He was 55.1 in the morning, and he's got the early lead.
Yeah, Alexei's out first, 26 flat.
Yep, he's got a good turnover, and I know we have some great age group coaches here, and you know, these guys are still a work in progress. We're looking at 11 to 14-year-old young people here. They're certainly not Michael Phelps or Ryan Lochte at this point in their career, but man, that's a good turnover for Alexei.
He's got a nice tempo. Keeps it all the way off, 53.5.
53.55 is a fine swim for any 14-year-old boy. And he takes home the banana heat. As we move to the championship finals, we'll let Action Jackson welcome them in. And the music for this selection, Joe Hayburn picked out.
Mackenzie McDonald. And in lane 4, your top seed and new record holder of 52.48 seconds with Annapolis Swim Club, Joe Hayburn.
Got an exciting race coming up here. We have Joe Hayburn broke the meet record this morning, but right behind him is Samuel Bork. And William Hayon in lane 3 has won the 100 free earlier tonight.
That's right.
Or
The 13-year-old wave maker in lane number 3. He was 53 flat, but as you said, Hayburn set the record with a 52.48 out of Annapolis. But boy, look at lane 5 start. Holy cow. There's Samuel Bork. And he is also a wave maker, a teammate. I bet those guys have some great practices together. And Samuel is making no doubt about it. He is going out with a 24.35.
That is over a second faster than this morning.
And he is keeping his tempo up. You see him strong, fast legs coming over, good streamline.
And Aubin Nugent from Ole outside in lane 6, right there challenging for second place.
Got that.
He's going to be just getting your hand on the wall for second. It's like that.
23. He's back at a 50.73. There's his total time. He came back at a 26.38. So a great swim.
Samuel Bork breaking the meet records this morning by nearly 2 seconds. Joe Hayburn hangs on for second, and Aubin Nugent finishes in third in a really close finish. And William Hayon fourth, just 2 100s behind that. We are now moving to the 11-12 girls 50 backstroke.
Okay. You gotta like that. There's Isabella, Anya, Elizabeth, Ava, Brooke, Ella, Caitlin, and Kayla. Great names parents come up with these days. A little more creative than back, maybe when you and I were being born in the 1970s. Oh, was it the 80s? Oh no, for me it was long before that. Not you, Bill. Not you. No, you're a young man. Here we go. These are all, let's see. These
are 11-year-olds?
All the 11-year-olds, right. Not bad. Good turnover, good timing.
50 backstroke, a new favorite at the junior meet.
Absolutely. Anytime you can do your favorite stroke and only go down and back. And it is a tight one. Looks like it's going to be Ava Wolf. Yes, indeed. 29.56.
Breaking 30 seconds.
Lockwood Swim Club zone.
As does Elizabeth Euler, both under 30 seconds.
That'll bring us to the second heat, the B final. You'll see the names there. Samantha Sarah, Hannah Kelly, Meredith Emily, Hallie, and Alina. These young ladies were led by Long Island's Kaylee Simmons this morning. She went 28.86, but that was only 3 100ths ahead of Meredith Stewart next door to her in lane 5. All these girls pretty close. 4 or 5 tenths separate the field, so anybody can win it. Anybody can win it. I see some of those girls get up much higher than others, Bill. What's with that?
Well, I think with the backstroke wedge, the kids are able to get up a little bit higher. You could never have done that. You never would have risked that before. Getting up higher gives them a little chance to get up and out a little bit better if they have the leg strength for it. Some great dolphin work in the middle of the pool with Meredith Stewart.
Oh yeah, it's tight coming in. Maybe lane 1, outside smoker from the Wahoos, Samantha Yerkes, 28.41. There you go, there's everybody's time. What a good finish for Samantha, the 12-year-old from the Jersey Wahoos, which will bring us up to our A final. Oh look, Aspen Gersper's back, our little girl from Boca.
Broke the meet record this morning.
And Sweet Caroline, what a great song to march out to. So she must be an old soul, Bill. I tell you, she is. She's got great parents. She's been through so much. But coming out to Sweet Carol, Neil Diamond. How many 12-year-olds listen to Neil Diamond?
Not many, I would imagine.
Well, I don't know. That's
Mostly go to Red Sox games.
All right, down and back. The new record holder in the center of the pool. And this morning, Aspen's time was 26.85. And I know, as Bill said, many of these young ladies and gentlemen are coming right off of another meet. You know, we told them, Bill, it's like going to the Olympic trials in 2024. You're going to be 8 or 9 days in a row. Just get used to it.
Exactly. You better be able to step up.
Aspen looks pretty good there. She might want to get a piece of her own record. Coming into the wall first. 26.92. 7/100ths, right within the same range. A couple of great swims. Second place, you see all the times there. Very strong swim from Abby Dunford. 27.83.
Aspen dominated the heat from start to finish. Had some great dolphin work. No doubt because of the excellent coaching she gets from your son.
Yes, Quinn Cassidy, Age Group Coach of the Year nominee. And now we move on to the boys. 11 and 12s. The record here, Joshua Zukowski, another South Florida young man. Josh last year went a 25.15. He also holds a number of national age group records. Set a couple here last year. Your guys in the water: Alexandru, Graham, David, Luke, Xavier, Brian, Henry, and Joseph. You almost could see Alexandru from Great Lakes in lane 1 with his green cap. He got a nice start out. You're looking around now at the turn. The fastest guy this morning was Luke Dwyer from the Condors. But coming out lane 3 and lane 8 look like the guys in the lead to me. That's Joseph Connor over in 8. David McMichael is in 3. And he's a machine, touching first with a 29.76. Graham Tower and Alexandru Kuku in lanes 2 and 1. Is it Kusu? Susu? How would you say that? C-U-C-U.
Yeah, I would think, yeah.
Anyway, they tied.
Every single way you said.
They were 30.2. Great swims for Alexandru and Graham both. Tying for the second in the 11-year-old heat. We move on to the B final. There they are. Andrew, Evan, Adriano, Nathan, Andrew, Logan, Thomas, and Andrew again. All right, 3 Andrews, triple Andrews in this heat. Gotta like it. That's my middle name. Oh, that's my son's middle name.
There you go.
And I'm from St. Andrews. Oh, that's a good one. Fisher of Men. This morning, lane 4 was the fastest of these. Another 11-year-old, 28.82 for Nathan Bookman. And Nathan's from Rockwood.
It's lane 7, Thomas Farney, who turns first. But Andrew on lane 8 had an awesome turn and breakout.
And lane 2, Evan is not bad either at the touch. It is going to be, yeah, Rockville, Montgomery, 28.36 for Evan Benazuski. Very nice swim. He's happy. You see him, he's got his own lane 3's happy. And they're all happy with their times. It's great to see him smile. Look at that. So we move to the A heat.
Swimming in lane 1 with Nova, Virginia, Eric Lambert. Lane 2, Arlington Aquatic, Nolan Knuckle. Lane 3 with Snow Swimming, Noah Dyer. Lane 5 with Rockville, Montgomery, James Case. Lane 6 with Glenbrook Aquatics, Jacob German. Lane 7 with Jersey Wahoos, James Yao. Lane 8 with Nations Capital,
Thank you, Jackson. You see your gentleman getting ready to step into the water. Fastest swimmer this morning out of Nova. Benjamin Ackerley went a 27.76. Pulling his little ledge down there.
Interesting. A couple of swimmers are not using the backstroke wedges.
Yeah. You know, if you don't have it at your pool and you don't practice with it, this isn't the place to learn it for the first time.
That's so true. That could be a challenge.
And but these young ones, it's good. It's a great experience, and boy, they're out. I see very good tempo in lane 5. That's James Case out of Rockville, the white cap. But what a good turn for lane 4. Ackerley.
Ackerley is closing in. He's got some really nice speed at the end.
And oh boy. I think James's arms were just a little bit longer.
I believe that's true.
And he got the goal, but boy, what a great race. There's the times. I love seeing these guys go at it, you know, at this age and stage, 12-year-olds like that. Pretty impressive, you know. So we are going to be taking another break before the breaststroke races. Awards.
We'll be shifting gears and heading into the 200 breaststroke.
In 24th place, Grace Bevers. 23rd, Carissa Freeman. 22nd, Sophie Elliott. 21st, Kevin Gormson. 20th, Nisa Ellis. 19th, Kiera Kennedy. 18th, Emma Flickinger. 17th, Lillian Deveraux. In 16th place, Francesca Raimonotti. 15th, Aaron Gimmel. 14th, Alexandra Dix. 13th, Alexandra Wagoner. 12th, Maren Konzi. 11th, Megan Mahalik. 10th, Anna Wellen. 9th, Lucy Weber. And your top 8. In 8th place, Catherine Blake. 7th, Eleanor Sun. 6th, Sierra Limbu. 5th, Peyton Meyer. 4th, Tess Howley. 3rd, Madeline Wagoner. 2nd, Ann Beam. And in first place for the girls, 13-14, 100-yard backstroke with a time of 55.71 seconds from Rockville, Montgomery, Abby Carr. Now coming to the platform, event 10, the boys 13-14, 100-yard backstroke. In 24th place, Kim Long Win. 23rd, Anthony Camelo Pacubla. 22nd, Michael Truong. 21st, Gregory Nordum. 20th, William Kahn. 19th, Riley Austin. 18th, Thomas Cho. 17th, Matthew Beeler. 16th, Toby Barnett. 15th, Jeff Plum. 14th, Andrew Farney. 13th, Gavin Wagner. 12th, Jacqueline Revel. 11th, Jack Redden. 10th, Christopher Richardson. 9th, Alec Filipovic. And your top 8, in 8th place, Mackenzie McDonald. 7th, Michael Cooper. 6th, Andrew Eliason. 5th, Diego Parja. 4th, William Hayden. 3rd, Aubin Nugent. 2nd, Joe Hayburn. And in first place for the boys, 13-14, 100-yard backstroke with a time of 50.73 seconds. New record from Mid-Wisconsin Wavemakers, Samuel Bork. And now the girls, 11 and 12, 50-yard backstroke. In 24th place, Ania Patel. 23rd, Isabella Canny. 22nd, Kayla Wagner. 21st, Ella Kleiss. 20th, Caitlin Estes. 19th, Brooke Manecki. 18th, Elizabeth Euler. 17th, Ava Wolf. 16th, Alina Stuckus. 15th, Emily Desprosero. 14th, Sarah Eliason. 13th, Haley Refsenrider. 12th, Meredith Stewart. 11th, Hannah Charters. 10th, Kaylee Simmons. 9th, Samantha Yerkes. And your top 8. In 8th place, Amanda Schmidt. 7th, Katarina Schneider. 6th, Amelia Wright. 5th, Gracie Colvin. 4th, Sydney Meiser. 3rd, Carly Wilkins. 2nd, Abby Dunford. And in first place for the girls, 11 and 12, 50-yard backstroke with a time of 26.92 seconds from St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersper. And now the awards for the boys, 11 and 12, 50-yard backstroke. In 24th place, Henry Yeo. 23rd, Brian Wynn. 22nd, Joseph Connor. 21st, Luke Dyer. 20th, Xavier Sokovich. Tied for 18th, Alexandru Kuku and Graham Tower. 17th, David McMichael. Sixteenth place, Andrew Spencer. 15th, Andrew Olson. 14th, Nathan Buckman. 13th, Thomas Farney. 12th, Adriano Ariati. 11th, Logan Smith. 10th, Andrew Skachka. 9th, Evan Manazuski. And your top 8. In 8th place, Eric Lambert. 7th, Dongyu Lee. 6th, James Zhao. 5th, Nolan Dunkel. 4th, Jacob German. 3rd, Noah Dyer. 2nd, Benjamin Ackerley. And in first place for the boys, 11 and 12, 50-yard backstroke with a time of 27.17 seconds from Rockville, Montgomery, James Case.
Yard breaststroke races. Our first event will be the 13-year-old young ladies. See their names there. Emma, Clara, Anna, Megan, Madeline, Carrie, Caitlin, and Riley. These young ladies were led by Megan Delare from Oakland Live Wire. She won a 2:28.89 and with that time earned the right to have lane 4 tonight. You see her there in the black cap, center of your pool. You just don't quite see lane 1 with our wide angle till she comes diving in. That's Emma Anderson from Long Island. But there's a great shot where you can see what's going on. This is 8 lengths of the pool. What do you tell your breaststrokers, Bill?
It's so important to have good tempo on this race. If you go crazy and rush your stroke early in the race, your legs will be fried before you get to the 100. So having patience in the race, and I think in any 200 race it requires a lot of patience, but especially in the breaststroke, the tendency is to have a quick tempo, and that just kills you at the end of the race.
Well, Hudson Explorers' Carrie Caniglia is out first with a 32.24. You see the blue cap now being caught on the 3rd length. Right next to her, that's Madeline Wagner. We've seen her already tonight from the Jersey Wahoos. And boy, it's starting to tighten up a little bit already. It looks like maybe Madeline are taking a little bit of a lead. Oakland Live Wires, Megan in lane 4 in the dark cap. All 3 girls turning together. The fastest time actually was lane 6. Carrie held on with a 1:10.22. Madeline 1:10.3. Megan 1:10.25. I know the Wahoos train a lot of breaststroke and 400 IM, and we used to train with them a bit, and they pay a lot of attention even at these young ages of getting the race to be finished, and we're seeing that right now. Madeline Wagner, pretty good stock she comes from, but she's not going to get it easy. You see Megan right behind her, so 37.1 on that 50 for Madeline was the fastest of the girls with a 50 to go. And again, these are all of your 13-year-old young ladies in the C final. Well, I think go ahead, Bill.
I agree. I think Madeline seems to have this race fully in hand. Megan's been hanging around and been challenging her the whole race and continues to close. I think Madeline's underwater pulls were just a little bit too much.
2:24.89. She came home with a 37.6, a nice 3-second drop, almost 5-second drop, right?
These are incredible drops. We saw a lot of great drops last week in the junior meet, but we didn't see meet drops like that at all. So we've seen some great drops today.
Well, here is the B final. Your names are up there. You see Emily, Katie, Maida, Ava, Natalie, Sydney, Catherine, and Michelle.
As these girls are hopping on the blocks, we do have a little housekeeping from earlier. We got a phone call from the Great Lakes area, and the correct pronunciation of Alexandru's last name is Cuckoo. You had it right the first time.
I should have trusted myself. Cuckoo indeed. Cuckoo Kachu.
So thanks to those in the Great Lakes area that are watching us today.
Yeah, we should be getting our Twitter feed. We could be giving them a chance. We'll get our Take It Live guys to set us up. I think Kevin Milak were here. He's a Twitter guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big Twitter guy Kevin is. Well, look at this. Going out fast in the B heat is lane 6 with the lead, and that's Sydney Bear.
Also from Great Lakes.
Yep, 32-37. You know, and it's her dad is a coach, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
And then her grandmother, aunt, uncle, when did Rules, Julie Bear? I believe it is the same. Oh, yes, I do.
Well, that's our champion, Sydney. Julie and I are very good friends.
Yeah. I believe that's great lineage right there you're seeing, Bill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Sydney wants to let people know she's 36.3 on that, 108.72 at the halfway mark. Great Lakes Sailfish, certainly one of the top teams up there in your area.
Absolutely. Katie O'Connell in lane 2, one of our bullet girls moving up.
Yeah, she looks very strong.
Her mother is one of our coaches, as is her uncle.
Oh, yeah. 6 is still our leader, Sydney Bear, but lane 2 from the Bullets trying to challenge Katie and Sydney. Sydney 1, Katie 2. And actually, Katie was a little faster on that 50. She went 37.0. Sydney was a 37.2. So she did make up a little ground.
Katie showed some great patience early in the race. We'll see if it can pay off for her. But Sydney Bear continues to dominate this heat.
She had a great turn, very strong swim. Nice timing, holding on to it. All three of these young ladies out front are having just phenomenal swims. Sydney Bear touches first, 2:23.11, more than 3 seconds faster than this morning. There's everyone's times.
Katie O'Connell also with a 2-second drop, so nice swims by our leaders.
And that music means that there is a new heat of championship finalists walking this way.
Swimming in lane 1 with Rockville Montgomery, Randommy. Lane 2 with Academy Bullets, Nina Mullen. Lane 3 with Rockville Montgomery, Joyce Wu. Lane 5 with Jersey Wahoos, Lillian Palmer. Lane 6 with Nature's Capital, Eleanor Sutton. Lane 7 with Seahawks Swim, Caroline Foltz. Lane 8 with Oli, Rachel Bello. And your top seed in lane 4 with Academy Bullets, Madeline Winnig.
And here they are, championship finalists. 8 lengths of the pool breaststroke. Fastest swimmer this morning was Madeline Winnig, one of your girls.
One of my bullet girls.
Yeah.
When you're meet director, you don't necessarily get to see a lot of swimming because you're dealing with the bag of the meet. But we did catch Madeline swim this morning, and looked pretty comfortable.
She's the only one under 220. She went a 2:19.74, 1974. Very good year, Bill. It was actually my high school graduation. I'm a little bit ahead of you there.
I was still in braces.
Yeah, I'm sure. You were still in diapers, probably. Okay, so Madeline is in the center of the pool with a white cap. To her right in lane 5 is another one of those Wahoos from Jersey. That's Lydia Palmer, and she's going to touch first at the 50 with a 31.03. But they're all right there. There's top 4 girls.
Lydia Palmer had the fastest split in the morning, so we would expect her to get out quick.
And different swimmers will swim different strategies, even at this age and stage of their careers, correct?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Some kids like to call Josh Davis and just get after it, but where other kids, can have the confidence to build up their races. So we're definitely seeing a great race developing in the middle of the pool right now between Madeline and Lydia.
And we've got a 13-year-old Eleanor Sun in lane 6 from Nation's Capital, and a 13-year-old Joyce Wu in lane 3, trying to hang in there. She's from Rockville, so the older girls there in the middle are both 106.08 and 106.13.
That is quite a bit faster than they were out this morning, so we're seeing these girls really get up and race at night.
Oh yeah, the excitement of this crowd, they get to march out, and we haven't really talked about this beautiful facility that is the iDrive Y and what Mike Brady and Rowdy Gaines have been doing here for all of swimming, really. And Madeline, 35.2, asserts herself a little bit, trying to say, hey, wait a minute, I am going to be the winner. And she sure looks like it at this point, but about 30 meters to go. But you know, you've worked with these guys as a meet director. Great job.
Absolutely. These guys work really, really hard to get this facility. They've been pouring money into this facility, getting some big donors, and every time we come here, we see great improvements, and honestly, I can't wait till next year when we get the new starting blocks on lane ropes. We're coming in under the flags. Madeline Winnig touches easily in first place, 2:16.7. Nice drop from the morning of her 2:19 swim.
Very nice swim. Lydia Palmer, 2:18.0.
New meet record for Madeline also.
A new meet record. She beat Giovanna Capabianca's 2:17.2 from 2 years ago. As we said, this is the 3rd year for our age group meet. We love seeing the new records. And the 200 breaststroke is not an easy race, so those girls are going to be a little tired. So we move on to the boys that are age 13 in the C final. You'll see their names on your screen right now. Anthony Andrew, Kyle, Justin, Lance, Alvin, Ethan, and Benham. These young men are going to be stepping up. Fastest swimmer this morning was Justin Yee out of this group. He went 2:19.15 representing Rockville, Montgomery. All 13-year-olds. Now, for any of our viewers that maybe, haven't done competitive swimming themselves, breaststroke is traditionally thought of in competitive circles as the hardest and most complicated. So many moving parts and so much resistance underwater. And what do you teach your breaststrokers going this race, Bill?
Well, the challenge of breaststroke is that you are recovering the hands under the water, and the knees are going to drop down on the kick as you do the recovery of the kick. So you have a lot of resistance. And I think it's important that you're getting a good long stroke, which many times means reaching your hands a little bit wider and pressing the body, getting up on top of the water as much as possible and eliminating that resistance.
Well, first is Yee, Justin Yee, 30.3 at the 50, and it is important, of course, to do your best to avoid the resistance. So there's different ways, and they squeeze in those hands and reach forward. And boy, these four guys here, they are all pretty tight. Lanes 4 through 7, turning within 2 or 3 tenths of each other, but it's still Justin with the lead, 105.2. Right behind him is Alvin Say from Long Island over in lane 6. He's a 10th back.
And lane 7, Ethan Marlowe had the fastest split on that third 50, so on that second 50, so we'll have to watch him also.
Yep, Ethan in the dark cap over in lane 7. You'll see now, though, it is lane 4 in the white cap. Justin trying to pull away. .36.3 for Justin. Ethan was a 37 flat, so he kind of asserted himself at the halfway mark.
He absolutely dominated that heat on the third 50, and he's got a great tempo.
He's got a pretty good kick, too. He's driving that thing. It's not too shabby. You see these young guys coming along.
They are coming up on him. He's just a little bit tight, but he's got some great energy. He's just staying with it.
Coming into the finish, it is going to be Justin Yee, 2:18.84 for the 13-year-old out of Rockville, Montgomery, Maryland. So we move to the B final. This will be the 9th through 16 finishers from this morning. You see them there: Preston, Alvin, Toby, Javier, Ronan, Tyler, Anthony, and Gabriel. Gabriel Fouts, of course. Everyone knows Dan Fouts, the great. Oh, no, I don't think he's not from San Diego. He's from Rock. Well, who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe they're related. I remember watching that guy throw some footballs. But this is swimming, and 8 lengths of the pool breaststroke. See all these boys using that back wedge to help them get a little bit further away from the block. Great start over there in lane number 6.
I actually coached lane 6 Ty Spillane in high school this season, and fortunately, because I'm announcing, I'm actually going to watch him swim for the first time this weekend.
Bill, I grabbed him because I said, look, meet director, if everything's running well, you can come up here and help me out.
Absolutely.
And my normal partner, Joe Hour, taking his wife on a cruise. So you're getting to see Tyler Spillane, one of your charges there. He goes out in 29.170. He looks really good, Coach.
He does look good. And
so who's his group coach day in and day out?
He swims with Todd Capon. Now that since the high school season's been done, he's been training with Todd at our main, our original branch in Aurora.
And of course, Todd recently named as one of our head coaches to the Ireland trip. We haven't talked much about that. Ty is out with a he's 33.2 on that, 102.43 at the halfway mark.
His best time's a 58, I believe, so that's really a great speed for him to get out in.
And he looks so comfortable. He's strong and he's long. The other guys right behind him, you've got Javier Rodriguez in lane 4, and he looks like he's trying to make a little move. He's got long underwaters. In lane 5, that's Ronan Loringer. He looks strong too, but I think Ty's got, he's a man on a mission right here.
I think he is too. It's he's entering his 4th or 5th week of tapering, coming off, going back to the high school season, but yeah, he's finishing this race really strong, so I'm really happy for him.
He looks very good. I'm sure that Coach Todd's going to be happy with this swim. I've got a feeling he's going to grab the gold. He's got less than, only about 12, 15 meters left. Nobody's catching him today.
No.
Look at that finish.
Really
great timing. That's just darn good coaching. That's all that is.
That is. Todd coached him up a bit after the high school season.
2:11.25. Yeah, he better thank his high school coach. He went a 33.92 on his last 50. 33.9. Man, that is an awesome finish.
Now we just got to get him swim past in finals so we can get the in prelims so we can get the parade.
Well, here they come.
Swimming in lane 1 with Rockville Montgomery, Benjamin Nacho. Lane 2 with Nation's Capital, Joshua Wolfson. Lane 3 with City of Richels, Giovanni Lyncher. Lane 5 with Rockville Montgomery, Sean Santos. Lane 6 with Rockville Montgomery, Jason Hernandez Fuentes. Lane 7 with Long Island Aquatic, Griffin Schimmel. Lane 8 with Rockville Montgomery, Ryan Fu. And your top seed in lane 4, and new record holder.
And here we are. Look who's in the center. Mini Coop, Michael Cooper. Oakland Live Wires, 2:08.35.
I don't know if he's not taller than his dad though. I don't know if Mini Coop works anymore.
Yeah, he's definitely better looking, no doubt about that. And yeah, I think it worked that first year, maybe 2 years ago. But you're right. Maybe Mini Coop should be Pop. We'll call Pop.
He is the meet record holder from this morning. I'm looking down the pool at the turn-in and seeing very, very intense father and / coach watching this race.
Well, Michael is in a very strong mode right there. Very controlled. He's 28.56, 0.8 ahead of Giovanni Linshear.
And 0.8 faster than what he went out in this morning. So he's being very aggressive right now.
Yep, and we're seeing some names we recognize. See Sean Santos over in lane 5. He's from the Rockville Montgomery. Is that a legacy swimmer?
We think it is. We're going to have to do a little recon on that and find out.
I know Rock. I remember Rock having some pretty good breaststroke jeans. Michael Cooper, 31.39 on that 50. He's out under a minute, 59.95. And you got Santos and Linshear on either side.
Michael Cooper is flying right now. He is out significantly faster than this morning.
Boy, he seems, I know he's got a good distance base. I remember from watching him the last couple years, and certainly Coop coaches a great group of swimmers there at Oakland Live Wires. He's a long time. His 32.8, 132.7, this is his race without question. It's just a matter of how much he breaks his record by, if you ask me.
I agree. He's on pace to go a 5, possibly a 6. The real race right now is developing between lanes 3, 5, and 6. Giovanni, Sean, and Fuentes.
Yep, no doubt about that. It looks like the silver maybe for the Linshear. He's pretty strong coming home here from core, but this is all Coop.
It is all Coop. He,
2:06:09. Yeah, he's a happy boy. Look at that.
He wanted the 5, though. You can tell he absolutely wanted that 2:05. And like I said, it's a great race for second, but Jim Linshear really poured it on at the end for the 2:09.
Wow. You know, he sure can't be upset with that. What a great swim. Came home in a 33:32. And there you go. There's a little replay. Yeah, you're right. I think that 5:99 might have been a significant standard he was trying to eclipse. But boy, we got a lot to do here, Michael. So we're very, very excited to see you get that first gold medal and first night under. First night. So we go now. 11 and 12 girls do the 100-yard breaststroke. There's the young ladies that are 11. Hannah, Rachel, Isla, Esther, Ella, Mychina, Avery, and Caroline.
You caught the beginning of the broadcast. You heard Caroline's mom do a wonderful job with rendition of the national anthem.
Boy, she sure did. And young Caroline out there has a nice start to get her started. Top of the screen in the dark cap is lane 8. Fastest this morning in lane 4, Esther Shen from H2 Okies in Virginia. She went a 1:14:55. Great tradition of swimming there.
Absolutely.
Blacksburg, Virginia. She looks like she's going out strong. She's at 35:1, and that puts her about 6/10 ahead of Isla Bartholomew, Rockville, just to her right in lane number 3.
Unlike the 200 breaststroke, where we really want to sort of get a slower tempo going out, in the 100 you need to get up and get after it pretty quickly.
Absolutely. And this young one, Esther Shen, H2 Okies, wire to wire, looks like her victory style. Great kick, finishing it off. Touches first with a 1:13.42. Very fine 11-year-old time. Good time for anybody.
Absolutely.
B Heat will be up next. And this is now on your screen. Ellen, Stella, Isabella, Sophia, Emma Kate, Liliana, Katarina, and Amanda. Emma Kate, it's all one word. That's kind of cool. There's some great, Emma Kate Zanoli is from the Oakland Live Wires. She was second fastest this morning. Point Aquatic Sophia Kapla turned in a 1:12.99. She's in lane 4. You see Point Aquatics with the big PA on her cap, the dark cap in lane 4. So 1:06.62 is the meet record in this event. That's Madeline Wenning from your team last year. A bullet. You've seen Madeline swim.
We saw her swim earlier tonight, breaking the meet record in the 200 breaststroke.
And boy, it's tight at the 50.
It is. Sophia's got a little bit of a lead. Right behind her, Isabella and Liliana right on her heels.
33.5, very nice out. 33.9 for Liliana. You see the different styles. My old coach Bob Madsen would talk about 3 different kicks, 3 different pulls, putting them together all different ways. And now we're allowed to do a little dolphin kick off the wall. But this is a very strong race here. All these girls look to be doing well, but Sophia is fighting it out with Emma Kate, Sophia. Oh, it is Sophia, 1:11.95, 2/10 ahead. There you go. There's all your times.
Sophia did a nice job early in the race, building up that lead. And then Emma Kate did a great job closing, but Sophia's lead was just a little bit too big, 1:11.9.
And here come the championship finalists.
Swimming in lane 1 with Prince William Swim Club, Samantha Kay. Lane 2 with Long Island Aquatic, Kaylee Simmons. Lane 3 with Nation's Capital, Felicity Yetter. Lane 5 with Rockville Montgomery, Anna Lee. Lane 6 with Ultimate Swimming, Burlington Bocos. Lane 7 with Wake Aquatics, Hope Wagner. Lane 8 with Nova Virginia, Emily Kettner. And your top seed in lane 4 with Long Island Aquatic, Bridget Yee.
Okay, top seed in the center of the pool, Bridget Yee. She's from Long Island. Long Island Aquatic Club, great supporters of this meet. Dave Ferris, of course, last week. Ginny Nussbaum here this week.
Absolutely. And Jenny's been really helpful in helping us come up with the format of this meet.
You know, it's a tradition-rich swim club and a great place. They built that Eisenhower Park. We've been up there many times. And her young swimmer here in the center of the pool, Bridget, looks like she is meaning business. Good tempo. She's out first with a 31.01.
It's 8 times faster than this morning.
Okay, so she's got some adrenaline going. It definitely makes a difference seeing these young people walk out. There's not many places they get to have a ready room at this age and stage, and certainly not against this level of competition.
Absolutely, and the stands are packed, and we've got VIP seating along the south side of the pool, so you're literally in a horseshoe environment, a lot of noise,
and Bridget's
coming into the wire and gets the new meet record.
1:05.52. Not bad at all, not bad at all.
Anna Lee from Rockville, Montgomery, and second with a 1:08.6, and Felicity Yetter from NCAP with a 1:08.8 finishes third.
There's all the times. These young ladies getting their meets off to the right start. They get to swim at night. They get to go faster at night. And that'll bring us to the boys. 11 and 12 breaststroke race. 1:03.93 is the record here. That's Dominic D'Amico from Empire. You see the guys in the first heat, Matthew. Alexandru Cuckoo, correctly. Cuckoo Kachu. Timothy Murphy. I know a Tim Murphy. Pretty good coach at Penn State. Charles is in lane number 4. Then Michael, Brian, Calix, and Nathan on the far side. And into the water they go, the best 11-year-olds outside of our top 16 qualifiers. They get the bonus heat here.
Michael O'Connell's sister, Katie, was second place in the 13-14 200 breaststroke earlier tonight.
Well, in the center of the pool, that's Charles Greenwood. He was fastest this morning from NCAP, Nation's Capital, with a 1:12.20, but sneaking out there in lane 2. Look at that green cap. There's Cuckoo.
There he is.
Alexandru Cuckoo. He is Great Lakes, and he said, hey, I want those guys to say my name. I'm going to get the lead, and I'm going to try and win this heat. So you got Alexandru in lane 2, Charles in lane 4. They hit together with 25 yards to go. And it sure looks like a tight one.
This is a very tight race.
Let's see who's going to have the best finish.
Strategy of getting out
Cuckoo
early.
coming in pretty strong. And he will take it. 1:11.35 for the 11-year-old out of Great Lakes. That's over 3 seconds faster than he went this morning.
He really was aggressive on the front half of this race. Again, I think you get the crowd and get the excitement at night, and these kids are going. And you mentioned earlier, very important, it is 10, 15 degrees warmer right now than it was this morning. And some of these kids I don't think are used to, while we're an indoor facility, it's not insulated like our pools up in Chicago.
No, it's a beautiful giant, it's like a big carport, but it is beautiful. I mean, it's wonderful, and we've had world records here since the 1980s, and excited for the B heat. Here are the guys. You see them: Wesley, Allen, Nathaniel, Jeffrey, Carson, Anakin, Thomas, and Craig. And these guys are off for their 100. The fastest guy out of this heat was also an 11-year-old from Ultimate Swimming, Jeffrey Hu. Jeffrey went 1:10.48 this morning. He's in the dark cap in the center of the pool. Out there in the silver cap in lane 6. Pretty good 25 for Anakin Fisher from Waukesha Express. Lane 7 and 8 going with him. It's lane 7 is Thomas Farney. But first at the wall is lane 3, Nathaniel Harris. He has 33.24, but there's a whole group.
It is. It was a wall. I mean, they came in together. Less than a second separates the entire field.
And maybe this is where lane number 4, who had a great swim this morning, Jeffrey who?
Very strong third 25. Looks to be building a bit of a lead. But it's going to be a race with, looks like Nathaniel Harris coming up on the inside, but coming under the flags, Jeffrey Hughes definitely has this race in hand.
And he goes under the 110, 109.52 to take the banana heat. We call it the banana heat because they used to throw bananas in.
That is true.
There was a coach, famous coach, who said, "What? I'll tell you about it later. Let's watch these guys walk out. Let's see." There's the times. There's your list of the championship finals. Over to you, Action.
Lane 3 with Hudson Explorer, Alexander Gallagher. Lane 5 with Academy Bullets, Isaac Sherman. Lane 6 with Patriot Aquatic, Jaden Haglin. Lane 7 with Condor Swim Club, Joseph Coleman. Lane 8 with West Swim Club, Daniel Wing. And your top seed in Lane 4 with Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamaya.
They are off in the championship final of the 11 and 12 boys 100 breaststroke. Fastest swimmer this morning was Jaden Gamaya from Maverick. He went a 106.69. As we said earlier, 103.9 is Dominic D'Amico's meet record from last year. But we've seen some 3-second drops already. We'll see if these boys are up for it. In the white cap in the center of the pool, 31.00.
A little quicker than this morning.
That is for Jaden. Very nice out. It's funny to just see how fast some of these young guys can turn over.
Oh, totally.
You know?
Yeah, you don't see that at the upper levels.
No, they're like little water bugs. Look at that.
Exactly.
Bam, bam, bam. Oh, he's pulling away. Jaden has a great swim going here. Gamaya is at the touch. He goes 105.64 for the victory. Second is Isaac Sherman, one of your boys.
He is one of our boys. Both these guys are Mavericks are next door neighbors of ours. So these kids see each other quite a bit. Saw each other just this last weekend at the state meet.
Well, that will get us through another stroke before we go to awards, and we'll let Action Jackson read us through.
And Riley Wansland. 21st, Anna Kowalczyk. 20th, Emma Anderson. 19th, Carrie Caniglia. 18th, Megan Dallaire. 17th, Madeline Wagner. Sixteenth place, Emily Treshman. 15th, Catherine Wayne. 14th, Mana Fanarakis. 13th, Ava McGillis. 12th, Michelle Liu. 11th, Natalie Schlemmer. 10th, Katie O'Connell. 9th, Sydney Bear. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Ren Emmy. 7th, Rachel Mello. 6th, Nina Mullen. 5th, Caroline Foltz. 4th, Eleanor Sun. 3rd, Joyce Wu. 2nd, Lydia Palmer. And in 1st place for the girls, 13-14, 200-yard breaststroke with a time of 2 minutes, 16.77 seconds. New record from Academy Bullets, Medley Relays. And now coming onto the platform, the awards for the boys, 13-14, 200-yard breaststroke. In 24th place, Anthony Carmelo Pacuba. 23rd, Kyle Schlemmer. 22nd, Andrew Labashenko. 21st, Benham Cobb. 20th, Lance Johnson. 19th, Ethan Marlowe. 18th, Alvin Tsai. 17th, Justin Yee. 16th place, Anthony Wong. 15th, Gabriel Fouts. 14th, Toby Barnett. 13th, Alvin Cameron. 12th, Ronan Langer. 11th, Javier Rodriguez. 10th, Preston Hudak. 9th, Tyler Spillane. And your top 8. In 8th place, Benjamin Natchell. 7th, Orion Fu. 6th, Griffin Schimmel. 5th, Joshua Wilson. 4th, Jason Hernandez Fuentes. 3rd, Sean Santos. 2nd, Giovanni Lechier. And in 1st place for the boys, 13-14, 200-yard breaststroke with a time of 2 minutes, 6.09 seconds, and new record from Oli Michael Cooper.
They brought event 18 over here yet? Event 18, have they brought that over here yet?
I don't. Event 8.
Now at the platform, event 17, the girls 11-12 100-yard breaststroke awards. In 24th place, Avery Kleisch. 23rd, Caroline Struby. 22nd, Isla Bartholomew. 21st, Hannah Carr. 20th, Ella Kleiss. 19th, Rachel Kasroff. 18th, Machina Ganarelli. 17th, Esther Shen. 16th, Ellen Feliciano. 15th, Amanda Schmidt. 14th, Katarina Schneider. Tied for 12th place, Isabella Duch and Stella Nolan. 11th place, Liliana Kubal. 10th, Emma Kate Zanoli. 9th, Sophia Kaplan. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Samantha Kane. 7th, Kaylee Simmons. 6th, Burlington Bocos. 5th, Emily Cantor. 4th, Hope Wagner. 3rd, Felicity Yetter. 2nd, Anna Lee. And in first place for the girls, 11 to 12, 100-yard breaststroke with a time of 1 minute, 5.52 seconds, and new record from Long Island Aquatic Club, Jaden And now event 18, the boys 11 to 12, 100-yard breaststroke awards. In 24th place, Nathan Whitman. 23rd, Alex McCormick. 22nd, Matthew Zhao. 21st, Timothy Murphy. 20th, Brian Wynn. 19th, Michael O'Connell. 18th, Charles Greenwood. 17th, Alex Andrew Cuckoo. Wesley Lee. 15th, Craig Bowman. 14th, Anakin Fisher. 13th, Carson Riker. 12th, Thomas Farney. 11th, Nathaniel Harris. 10th, Alan Chu. 9th, Jeffrey Ho. Jameson Vanderloo. 7th, James Chow. 6th, Daniel Wang. 5th, Joseph Coleman. 4th, Alexander Gallagher. 3rd, Jaden Hyman. 2nd, Isaac Sherman. And in first place for the boys, 11 and 12, 100-yard breaststroke with a time of 1 minute, 5.64 seconds from Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamaya. Again, swimmers for the 400 IM, we will be parading you in, so please make sure that you make your way to the tunnel when your event, prior to your event beginning.
And we are back with the 200 butterfly. Girls 13 and 14. You'll see the names there: Mia, Aurelie, Riley, Clara, Rin, Madison, Sophie, and Rachel. 8 lengths of the pool, butterfly. These are all your 13-year-olds. So 200 yards butterfly, Bill. I mean, butterfly's a power stroke like breaststroke. You've got to touch the wall with 2 hands every time. There's a fair bit of resistance, but a lot of people swim butterfly a lot faster than breaststroke. What do you tell your 200 butterfly?
A couple of things that we really stress. Butterfly, the 200 fly is my favorite event because there's nowhere to hide on this race. There's nowhere to rest. You can't take a break. You're always working. You're getting both those arms all the way out of the water. A couple of things we like to tell our butterflies: it's really important to have a good breathing pattern. I think it's important to breathe more than every other, otherwise you'll just won't get enough oxygen. And just pushing the hands all the way through and keeping your hips up.
Well, our early leader from Long Island, you see her in the white cap out there in lane number 6. That's Madison. So she was 28.1 for her first 50, and looks like she's going to touch here again at the 100. She throws a 32 in for a 1:002. It's followed by Riley Waslin. Of course, Wilmington Aquatic Club Sea Tigers, one of the oldest teams in the country. And it looks like Madison just seems effortless over there, but that's not really the case, right?
No, I mean, she's working really, really hard, but you're right. I mean, she's keeping her hips up. She's keeping the stroke long. You see that quick 28 early on, especially looking at her seat time. You know, as a coach, you'll look at that and think this is going to be really good or really bad, but in this case, it's really good. And Madison is continuing to keep just keep her hips up, keep the stroke going.
Well, we talked about, you know, some of the programs that really put together great training, and Madison certainly looks like she was prepared for this one. She went 33.9 there, and she again is only 13 years old, and just she sure looks a lot more mature in this race.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for her to go out that strong and now just dominate this heat. Can't forget about Clara Attar from NCAP. She's coming up strong too in lane 4, and in lane 3 from Wilmington, Riley just had a really strong finish.
But it's Madison's race tonight. 2:08.64 to take this C final. There's everyone's times. Pretty exciting. Great stuff as we move to the B final. And this is going to be the best 9th through 16th finishers, any age in 13 and 14. Jillian, Sophia, Lauren, Erin, Kevin, Olivia, Sophia, and Eliana.
In the last heat, Madison dropped 6 seconds from her prelim swim.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Okay. In the water, we have Jillian, Sophia, Lauren. Oh, I already said them, right? Kevin. No, Kevin's swimming again. Olivia, Sophia, and Eliana. These girls in the B final. The fastest swim of the morning was Erin Langenberg, Nova of Virginia. Oh, and I gotta say, I'm cheating a little bit. I just saw NC State win the 800 free relay. Oh yeah, at men's NCAAs. They defended their title with a 6:05.31, breaking the US Open and American records. Not bad, NCAA record as well. But at this meet, the record is Rachel Schlemmer's. She went 2:04.61, and that was 2 years ago, swimming for snow swimming. I got to think of some more snow up there in the snow swimming area. And halfway through.
We had a bunch of swimmers and coaches had a difficult time getting down here the last couple days because of that nor'easter. But they're here now and they're racing, and we've got a great, exciting race right here going on.
That's Olivia Hughes had a slight lead. She's from Point Aquatics over in lane 6. But boy, at this point, look at the underwaters there on lane number 4. That's Erin from Nova, and you know they train some underwater.
They train butterfly too. They've got a really strong program, and she just looks like she's getting stronger and stronger as the race goes on. Outsplits the field there in the third 50, and maintaining her discipline and dolphin kicking out, getting out that 7-8 yards.
Well, one thing that's important for you young swimmers out there that are watching, you'll see Erin in the center of the pool. Here she is on her 8th length, and she just keeps getting her body up, the undulate, the hips come up. If you see their bathing suit and their hips come up, you know they're finishing strong.
Absolutely. And also, if you noticed her dolphin kick, she was 6-7 yards on every single wall. Many times in swimming, we'll see kids that will 8-9 yards the first 25, 3 yards the last 25. So show great discipline in keeping it going.
She wins it. There's her time. You see everyone's time there. That's a great swim. 2:07 for the 14-year-old. And here come the championship finalists. Walking this way.
Swimming in lane 1 with Rockville Montgomery, Catherine Blake. Lane 2 with Lambert Swim Club, Paige Collins. Lane 3 with City of Richards, Sophia Todd. Lane 5 with Oli, Lucy Valleys. Lane 6 with Jersey Wangoose, Lillian Deveraux. Lane 7 with Academy Bullets, Sarah Limbu. Lane 8 with Nations Capital, Anna Hart. And your top seed in lane 4 with Rockville Montgomery, Abby Carr.
And as our friend Action Jackson said, Abby Carr is back from Rockville as our top seed. She's in lane 4. She went a 2:04.65 tonight.
she's
slow. Little slow getting off the blocks, but then she might be a distance girl.
Well, she's only 300ths off the record, and we saw her earlier just have a huge 100 backstroke swim, not only to win the event, drop a couple seconds, but also smoke the meet record. So we'll keep an eye on that. But the early leader right now is Sophia Todd from City of Richardson.
Pretty tight at the 50. And Sophia Page, yeah. Sophia's right with Paige Collins, who's out of lane 2. Paige, one of those Maverick swimmers you know well, in the Chicago area. So they're on the close end here. And she does look strong. Paige was 27.82 as our fastest 50 girl, but look, they're all right there, and Abby seems to be moving in nicely. She's in lane 4 in 5th place, but
so Tia Todd moved into first, but you got to keep an eye on lanes 5 and 6. They both split 32. Lane 5, Lucy Mills from
I'm watching Abby Carr in lane 4. Look at her move. It's almost like she was biding her time. Okay, girls, go ahead out. Third 50, watch me go. And go she did. She definitely had the fastest split on this length, 30.2. And she's a 131.1, 50 yards to go.
Is she going to make the split this?
I guess
wow.
You could. Oh boy.
And now we're looking again, once again, with Abby Carr in the water. Kind of start looking at second place. So
Sophia Todd fighting. She's got a great finish too, but man, it's Abby Carr tonight. Rockville 2:02.27.
Breaks the record by 2.4.
She's happy. Look at that smile. Yeah, I think she looks happier there than after the breaststroke, right? That she just missed her record, but a 2:02.27 crushes the record from 2 years ago by more than 2 seconds.
Everybody's happier when they finish a 200 fly.
Which brings up the young men, age 13 and 14, that are going to take this event on. There's their names: Robert, Gianni, Connor, Jason, Andrew, Sean, Ari, and Luke.
About 5 years ago, I was coaching some 8 and unders on our club, and I had little Sean Wayner in there, so I'm anxious to see how he does tonight. It's going to be a pretty competitive field. Guys are pretty well bunched up.
Yeah, this is a good field. You know, I mentioned the NC State 800 relay was anchored by one of our former NCSA swimmers here, Justin Ress.
Oh, yeah.
Justin went a 1:30.77 to secure the new records across the board for the Wolfpack. He a 200 freestyle, a minute and a half. That's Paul Silver, certainly one of our top coaches for many years here in our senior meet, the 18 and under NCSA juniors. And look in the center, these guys want to swim like Rest, touching the wall at the halfway mark. Lane 5, Andrew Kettler, bringing the heat. From the heat, 58.5, 5/100ths ahead of Jason Doan from Rockville, and he was a half a second ahead of Connor Page in lane 3.
These guys are out quick. We'll see if they can hang on, but they are setting up blistering pace early in this race.
Hudson Explorer Aquatics, Andrew Kettler in the dark cap. He's in lane 5. Lane 4 is Doan. There's 50 yards to go. Kettler was 33.0, Doan 33.4, Page was 34.1 on that 50. Man, what a great clock. These guys, I mean, what Mike and Rowdy have done a great job. They're fixing up this home here. They got a 5-year plan to put in another $5 million of improvements here. Just a fantastic. If you've never been to the iDrive Y, you're missing it. You got to get down to one of our meets. At this finish, it is Kettler with a 33.89 to get home and a 2:05.43. Very nice. He's, you know, Sean Wayner over there, he's happy with his time. Their guys are all pumped up.
They are.
Yeah, you're right. When you finish that, it's like, okay, you come over here because I'm too tired to go over there. I'm gonna guess.
Well, and this is what this format's all about. Having these 13-year-olds have an opportunity to swim in finals. We just talked about Sean dropping 2 seconds, and you know, everybody dropping time tonight. Getting that championship final experience. You know, it's one of my favorite parts of the meet by having the C final with the lower age group. Much like we do at Nationals with the 18 and under final occasionally.
Very similar, very similar. So here we are in the B final. We have, as you see on the screen, Nicholas, Juan Carlos, Alexander, John, Nate, David, McGrath, and Nicholas. Okay, these guys are out lane 7, going out very fast. That's going to be McGrath Marsh, 13 out of the Arlington Aquatic Club. Lane 4 looking strong, John Paleto, Jersey Wahoos. John was the fastest this morning with a 2:03.98, and he's first at the 50 with a 26.27.
He's getting after it, and you know, again, we were talking about the format earlier. We have 4 13-year-olds and 4 14-year-olds in this meet. So you know, I think it's awesome that these kids are getting to race against each other and giving themselves the best possible competition. Got 900 swimmers in this meet. It's a lot bigger, so we're seeing tighter racing. And although John Paleto is certainly getting after it and dominating this
30 flat, he's in a 56.3. And you're right, Bill, 900 swimmers seem like an ideal number this morning. Of course, it was a little crowded, but this is a facility that can handle it. We've got the unbelievable diving well warm-up. You see at the top of your screen, you see all those warm-up lanes where athletes still finishing up their night, want to get ready for tomorrow. But this Jersey Wahoo is real. He's probably like, I should be in that big final. I'm going to show them. He goes a 1:28.0 with a 50 to go.
He's on pace to go under 2 minutes. He's going to have to finish strong, and we all know this is the hardest part of the race. But
I wonder if the head coach, the El Presidente, John Carroll, is watching this race and what he's saying. I'll tell you, he's coming on strong this lap. I think he might get it.
I think he's got it too.
56, 57, 58. 59, oh, 2:00.12. Nice swim, though. You got to respect that. He went out for it. He not bad at all.
Well, John, congratulations to your coaches, John Carroll, if you're watching this. But if you're watching it, I'm sure your son told you how to turn it on.
And here come the championship finalists.
Swimming in lane 1 with Nation's Capital, Joshua Wolfson. Lane 2 with Point Aquatics, Ian Donahue. Lane 3 with Jersey Wahoos, Grayson Wright. Lane 5 with Mid-Wisconsin, Samuel Bork. Lane 6 with Nation's Capital, David Fitch. Lane 7 with Academy Bullets, Diego Parja. Lane 8 with Rockville Montgomery, Aiden Rooney. And your top seed and new record holder from Ole, Aubin Nugent.
Okay, as you heard, Aubin Nugent from the Oakland Live Wires. Fastest man this morning with a 1:53.05. He was way ahead of the field. Okay. You know, Bill, at the break there, we took a look at Indiana's leadoff leg in that 800 relay up there in Minnesota. First man to ever go under 130, Blake Peroni, hats off, 129.63 to lead off your relay at NC2As. Holy cow, the Indiana Hoosiers come with a silver medal. But here is our last real championship final of the night. Samuel Bork is in 5. He's first at the 50 with a 24.71. Nugent, the live wire, is 4.90. These two guys look like they're in for a battle.
I believe that's too. Bork's been having a good meet so far today. He's had a couple of swims, as has Aubin Nugent. But right now it's Samuel Bork really being aggressive on the front half of this race.
No doubt about that. And he is first at the 100. Samuel is 53.13. Aubin is 53.5.
Bork almost 2 seconds faster than this morning. We'll see if he can hang on. Nugent was on 53.7. He's on a little bit quicker too. So this should be shape up to a real exciting second half.
Yeah, well, Samuel Bork, as we said, the mid-Wisconsin wave maker. He's already won one event here tonight. And he looks like he wants a second gold. He's at 28.6 on that 50.
Expanding his lead.
These guys, wait, here comes
Look at
Nugent. Here.
We talked about his dolphin kicking earlier. Watch this last wall. He's tired, but he goes deep, drives the legs. But boy, Bork.
Oh boy, this is something else. What a finish. Nugent coming home. Bork doesn't want to give it up. At the wall.
He's got the touch.
Oh! Nugent gets it by 4 100s. The boys go 151-1, both boys.
Cooper's getting into it down there at the other end of the pool. Jeff Cooper, Aubin's coach.
150, there's the times for you. Boy, what a duel that was.
They both made the same decision to not take the extra stroke, dive, reach, and pray, and Aubin Nugent came out with the finish. I think that Samuel Bork led that race for about 199.99 yards. But,
he's got to be happy with the time.
Great swim for
you know,
both guys.
for these guys at age 14 to be pumping a 151-1.
That's some great swimming.
Wow.
Congratulations to Samuel Bork on a great
And actually,
swim.
you know, we had a 13-year-old in that heat go under 2 minutes. Point Aquatics, Ian Donahue. So here are the fastest qualifiers in the timed final 400-yard individual medley.
Swimming in lane 1, Nabby Dunford. Lane 2, Aaron Miller.
We'll have to keep an eye on the splits because
lane 4, top seed, Bridget Yee. Lane 5, Mary Grace King. Lane 6, Anna Lee. Lane 7, Samantha Yerkes. Lane 8, Burlington Bocos.
morning, and the fastest time from this morning is Katherine Hughes with a 4:43.64.
4:43 is a great time for a 12-year-old girl. These 12-year-olds that are seated ahead of her have been pretty quick already too. Just to get into the meet, they have to prove their times. USA Swimming has the online meet entry they make available to us for this, and Bridget Yee was the fastest qualifier in coming into the meet. Long Island's top girl with a 4:30.32, a full 11 seconds ahead of the second place Mary Grace King in lane 5 out of Illinois. She's a 4:41. I mean, it's a nice group of young ladies here.
And the IM race is always interesting because you may see a swimmer with a big lead, and as we see right now in lane 4, Bridget Yee with a with the lead, and also in lane 1, Abby Dunford. But you know, there's backstrokers, breaststrokers, and freestyles out there too, so it's not uncommon to see some lead changes throughout the race.
Well, Abby Dunford from the Tiger Aquatics in Louisiana, you know, they're one of our supportive teams of this meet, Bill.
Definitely.
They got one of the super boxes up here, the VIP boxes. I think that was another one of your ideas as a meet director, and I gotta say it rivals some of the nicest meets we see USA Swimming and the like put on. It's a special VIP seating that you won't see on TV, but it is just on side where the coaches stand, but elevated so that they can look right over the coach's head right next to lane 1. And thanks for that, kudos for that. And it is at the Abby Dunford, the Tiger, who is still holding on to a lead. She's not saying that. I do remember Bridget Yee from Long Island being a pretty good breaststroker.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But we'll see.
And I got to give some credit to Dan Hafner. He was the one who actually had the idea, and then we ran with it. So of the boxes, but it's been a really unique addition to this meet. Getting the fans a little bit closer to the action. And as this race is developing, we see Bridget Yee, her breaststroke prowess starting to take hold.
Absolutely. Abby held the lead through the halfway mark, but that's history now as Bridget Yee takes off. And you know from what we've seen earlier, not just tonight, but over the last couple years, this is one of our best up-and-coming breaststroke talent in the entire nation.
Oh, absolutely.
Bridget is, look at that beautiful stroke. First 50, 36-31. I mean, that's as a 12-year-old.
And she's just getting stronger. Looks like she, even though she's out, really, really quick 36.3, which is well, except for the exception of one girl. I mean, she's out 3 seconds faster than everybody else.
Well, she's making her mark here. Of course, Abby Carr is our meet record holder, and she went 4:31.93 2 years ago when she was 12.
Yeah.
We saw her smiling quite a bit tonight after that butterfly race, and Bridget says, okay, here's a 38, I'm at 3:27.92, so I've got to come home in a 1:04 in order to break this record. If she goes 1:04.0, and that's a tall order after that breaststroke leg. That is not too shabby. Abby Carr's 4:31's pretty impressive record. I think looking, there's nobody really pushing her here, so it might be a little tough to think record here, but boy, she looks good for the gold. First 50 of freestyle's 32.89.
A little bit off what she'll need for the record.
Yeah, I mean, she would need to come home in a 31 flat at this point, and I'm not seeing it yet. But a great swim. Battle is for second. You've got Abby over here in lane number 1. You've got Mary Grace in lane number 5. Mary Grace King, swimming out of Illinois, is unattached. First is, oh, okay, it is going to be Bridget Yee with a 33.81. Yep, Abby's second with a 4:36.74. And then it's Mary Grace King, 4:37.84. Great times for all three.
Great times. And, you know, we saw Abby go from first to third in the breaststroke, and then came roaring back on the freestyle for the second place swim.
Aaron Miller, St. Andrews, 4:44.66. A very fine swim over there. And lane number 2, gotta love that, especially if she's from your team.
Katherine Hughes, one of our morning swimmers, finished up 4th place.
Very good swim. So now we come to the last 8 guys of the 11 and 12 boys in action. Jackson will introduce them.
Swimming in lane 1, Daniel Vizen-Esquivel. Lane 2, Jaden Hyland. Lane 3, Ben Davis. Top seed, lane 4, James Dow. Lane 5, Jaden Gamaya. Lane 6, Eduardo Santana. Lane 7, Adriano Ariani. Lane 8, Jeffrey Hu.
And there they go. That's in the center of the pool, James Teo, 4:29.56 is his entry time. He was the lead man coming in. The lead swimmer from this morning was Liam Rooney. We've talked about him. He went 4:39.85.
At the end of the day, a lot of these guys have done a lot of racing so far, and so this is just, it's a bit of a grind at the end of the meet. Last year we had some thunderstorms during this event, and we were able to get them in just before the storms took us over and shut us down.
Well, in lane 5, Jaden Gamaya from the Mavericks. We've seen him already. He's out quick with a 28.04. Just 1/100th ahead of what Liam was out in this morning in his butterfly. And
those breaststrokers are lurking.
No doubt. Lane 5, 59.86 for Jaden. He is just ahead of James Tao from the Jersey Wahoos, who's in lane 4. 101.1. Well, I'll tell you, it's been a great night here already, the first night of 4. And you want to join us each evening. We're going to come on about 5:20, maybe 5:15 for the national anthem. We got some awards we always give out first for relay morning swims, and we got such a great crew here. I've really got to tip my hat. You know, the National Club Swimming Association is a not-for-profit. All money goes back into swimming. Unlike a lot of associations out there that run meets, this one is put on by the club coaches. We got to remember our founder, Bob Gillette, man. Without him, what he did for us back in the early 2000s, 2002, we assembled in Long Beach for the first time. Went to Boca Raton in the summer that year. We had been shunned from USA Swimming. They took our junior nationals out, and Bob banded us together and said, no more, let's have our own.
And it was revolutionary, and there was a lot of pushback in the swimming community about this, but he went on and had a young assistant that he basically said, here, go run this meet, and Kevin Milak's been running the meet ever since, and shout out to Kevin, who's at home right now while we're still working, but and sadly, Bob, we lost Bob a year ago, actually on the eve of our junior meet, so we certainly remember him as we're sending an all-star group to Ireland, and that was one of Bob's dreams, is to be able to create international travel for these kids. And we have 52 kids going, so it's a bittersweet for sure. But the fact that we're able to carry on Bob's legacy, and that again, Kevin last week has been running that junior meet for 16 years and just does a phenomenal job with it. So.
Well, we appreciate that information, Bill. It's an awesome organization, and Jaden Gamaya seems proud to be here. He has taken the wire-to-wire lead, 3:25 with 100 yards to go. He went 38.3. That's a full 10 seconds ahead of Liam's time from this morning, but Liam's time's going to still hold up fairly well. He's going to get a podium out of this for sure. He is one of the top swimmers, young swimmers in this meet. And to follow up, certainly Kevin deserves a little bit of a break. He worked 24/7 and then the months before it. But what he picked up on, and what the board of directors follows through in Bob's absence, but the spirit that Bob brought to all of us here, that, hey, club coaching, it's about the clubs and about the kids. Let's not forget that. And I think seeing USA Swimming here support us so much last week on the front page every day, things have come full circle. I'm sure Bob's up there smiling on this meet right now.
Watching Jaden Gamaya come into the finish from the Maverick Swim Club. Big finish at the end, 4:29.1. Jaden Heinlein is second, and James Tao third with a 4:34.
Great swims all across. We should give a shout out, though, our meet record is also the national age group record, I believe, 4:08.92. Josh Zukowski, man, that was some swim. I remember him putting up. But what an evening it's been here for us, and I was going to try and grab one of our double winners to get up here and get a quick little interview tonight. I don't know, I understand there might be a little bit of nerves talking here. But one thing I will say before we sign off for the night, we do want to stress how important it is for all of these volunteers who are in the red shirts to be here. I'm sorry, now I got to get over to the awards. We'll be right back.
th place, Jillian Wilson. 15th, Eliana Zabo. 14th, Sofia Caras. 13th, Sofia Sanchez. 12th, Lauren Malinowski. 11th, Kaven Gormson. 10th, Olivia Yu. 9th, Aaron Langenberg. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Catherine Blake. 7th, Hannah Arndt. 6th, Sarah Limbu. 5th, Lillian Deveraux. 4th, Paige Collins. 3rd, Lucy Malice. 2nd, Sophia Todd. And in 1st place for the girls, 13-14, 200-yard butterfly with a time of 2 minutes, 2.27 seconds, and new record from Rockville, Montgomery, Abby Carr. You can watch tonight's finals and the rest of the week's finals on TakeItLive.tv. Sid and Bill were commentating tonight. Great job, guys. You can watch it live or on playback, TakeItLive.tv. There at the awards platform, event 22, the boys 13-14, 200-yard butterfly. In 24th place, Luke McNamara. 23rd, Ari Regev. 22nd, Gianni Carlino. 21st, Robert Shively. 20th, Sean Weiner. 19th, Connor Page. 18th, Jason Doan. 17th, Andrew Kettler. 16th, Nicholas Arndt. 15th, McGrath Marsh. 14th, Nicholas Naturlavili. 13th, Alexander Schreck. 12th, Juan Carlos Castrillon. 11th, David Cantar. 10th, Nate Pfeiffer. 9th, John Paletto. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Diego Parja. 7th, Aiden Rooney. 6th, David Fitch. 5th, Grayson Wright. 4th, Joshua Wolfson. 3rd, Ian Donahue. 2nd, Samuel Bork. And in 1st place for the boys, 13-14, 200-yard butterfly with a time of 1 minute, 51.15 seconds, and new record from Team Moley, Auburn Nugent. And now for event 23, the girls 11 and 12, 400-yard IM. For the girls 400 IM, girls 11 and 12. In 24th place, Megan Anderson. 23rd, Samantha Bohr. 22nd, Rachel Bockrath. 21st, Emma K. Zanoli. 20th, Kaylee Simmons. 19th, Emma Stevens. 18th, Ava Wolf. Tied for 16th place, Beatrice Stewart and Samantha Dring. 15th, Megan Finnegan. 14th, Kendall Milo. 13th, Emily Kantner. 12th, Riley Freed. 11th, Samantha Yerkes. 10th, Sophia Kapla. 9th, Burlington Bacos. 8th, Anna Lee. 7th, Brooke Lazzotti. 6th, Meredith Stewart. 5th, Aaron Miller. 4th, Katherine Hughes. 3rd, Mary Grace King. 2nd, Abby Dunford. And in first place for the girls, 11 and 12, 400 IM with a time of 4 minutes, 33.81 seconds from Long Island Aquatic, Bridget Yee. And for the boys, 11 and 12, 400 IM. In 24th place, Nathaniel Harris. 23rd, Anakin Fisher. 22nd, Nicholas Rhodes. 21st, Tyler Kopczyk. 20th, John Moyer. 19th, Daniel Wang. 18th, Devin Dilger. 17th, Andrew Galbin. Sixteenth place, Joseph Coleman. 15th, Timothy Murphy. 14th, Dongyu Lee. 13th, Alexander Gallagher. 12th, Alan Chu. 11th, Ben Davis. 10th, Benjamin Ackerley. 9th, Jameson Vanderloo. The top 8, in 8th place, Daniel Vizen Esquivel. 7th, Liam Rooney. 6th, Jeffrey Hu. 5th, Eduardo Santana. 4th, Adriano Ariati. 3rd, James Dow. 2nd, Jaden Heinlein. And in first place for the boys, 11 and 12, 400-yard IM with a time of 4 minutes, 29.14 seconds from Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamaya.
Great night of competition for some of the very best age group swimmers in America, Bill. And as we wrap up the first day, I want to thank you in particular for being up here in your debut as a commentator for our webcast.
Fortunately, any little issues we had with the meet, I was able to get done during awards, so it worked out. But
well, we will be back. We'll be joining you each evening, as I said, right about 5:15, 5:20 for the next 3 nights. And we appreciate the great support that the NCSA and certainly the folks here at the Central Florida YMCA have given us. And with that, I think we'll pass it on, and you can catch the morning webcast, of course, as soon as the first events are starting. The guys from Take It Live have great camera work. We will be able to see every single race and every single heat. And
we start at 8:30 in the morning. So
till then, swim fast.
Thanks, Ed. Bye, buddy.